There we go. Okay, microphone is working now. Mel! Hello, thank you for the raid. Why are you so early? We've still got like 8 minutes before the stream actually starts. Why are you so early? Oh. How are you doing? What were you doing? I do shoutouts. Hang on. Your name takes me forever to type because I'm a fucking incompetent idiot who can't type properly. You were playing Phasmophobia again. How was that going? Was it fun? Use the... Oh my god, you're right. If I just... Yep. If I just @M, your name is there. Yep, that would have been much easier. It was meh. Because you're not feeling well, or just because Phasmophobia wasn't that great? Allergies, yeah. Yeah, allergies kinda suck massively. All the time. Well, I guess not all the time, right? Because, like, during winter, the plants have got to be mostly dead, right? So they can't be that bad for allergies. But then what if you're allergic to, like, animals? They don't die during the winter, unless they're bugs. Meh, because of how horrible the ghosts were. Yeah. I don't know too much about its fall. Yeah, but it's fall, but it's all approaching winter. Well, you've got a couple of months. It's basically the start of fall, really. But I was more thinking, like, allergies aren't always an issue, but I'd said that they always suck, but they don't. Look, it's not even start time for the stream, so I'm kind of just rambling. I don't have my brain activated yet. But yeah, I don't know too much about Phasmophobia. I know some. Actually, I probably know more than I reasonably should because I've watched people play it a fair bit. Like, depending on who I'm watching, I can actually watch horror games if they just don't give a damn and don't get scared. Because then it doesn't set me off. So yeah, I know a bit about the about Phasmo. When you say that the ghosts were horrible, do you mean that they were hunting a lot, or you just weren't getting the clues? Evasive? They just weren't giving you many clues. Yeah, that kinda sucks. You haven't been playing for too long, right? Do you have much in the way of, God, what's it called? Do you have much in the way of the actual advanced tools, or are you still pretty early on with the basic starting gear? I know... Pretty early? Yeah. I know I've seen that you have the dots protector. I don't know if they've made that a default thing now. Because, like, if it's not a default thing, that kinda sucks because you don't have any sort of alternative. All the tools are default? Oh, okay. So all the tools are default, but you can buy better ones? Is that how the game works? Yeah, okay. Right, so... It's been a long time since I've looked at that game at all. So the stage I looked at it was it was in a real rough state. Like, you started with the basics of basics, and you'd have to buy any equipment that wasn't extremely basic. Like, I can't remember exactly, but I think you had, like, your flashlight, a UV flashlight, and maybe some incense? Like, that was basically all it started you with. EMF, yeah, that one. Probably a camera as well. But, like, it didn't even give you all of the tool types that you needed the last time I looked at it. Which would really suck if there was a ghost that used those tool types for clues. So it's good that it's actually covering the proper basics now. But yeah, I mean, okay. Was it hunting much though, or like, were you just getting nothing? Because at that point, I might say maybe it's a skill issue. Were you in the wrong room? Like, I don't even know where its room was, Jesus. Did you find a Ouija board at any point? Because you could have asked where it is. I guess no Ouija board? That sucks. Yeah. I mean, do you know that the place was actually haunted? Or did Phasmophobia just send you into a level where there was no house? Not house, ghost, rather. Just send you into an empty level. Because that... honestly, that would be fucking funny. Like... your team... okay. Okay, so... so it wasn't just a bug where there was no ghost at all. That's fair. Kinda sucks that you never found any decent clues for it. I don't even know what else, like, what you'd be able to do. I guess you'd check every room. That's also the top of the hour, so we're officially starting now, but I'm going to keep chatting for a little. I guess if you were in a level where you weren't finding clues, you'd start by going room to room and eliminating things. Also, isn't there a ghost type that does actually change which room it uses? So, like, you'd go around and you'd check every room and just... there's no freezing temperatures, so you cross that off. You check every room for ghost orbs. There's nothing, you cross that off. Eventually that's gotta narrow it down, right? You'd probably be able to narrow things down on something like whether its behaviour changes when the power is on or not. Because I think there are some ghost types that become more aggressive when the power is off, or when there are no lights on. So I feel like there's got to be something that could be used to narrow things down. Anyway, let's actually start getting into the stream proper now, hey? Today, we're going to start with Stray Path. This is a roguelike that I have played a little bit of. I haven't played a massive amount, but I've played a little bit. I know just enough, essentially. I've got a couple of others available to me that I may switch over to. Depends on how the game goes, essentially. Like, is it actually good for streaming? Are we enjoying it? We'll find out. For now, let's start a game. Now, to start, we get to choose characters. I have currently 2 characters unlocked. Rogue, Catty, and Assassin. Now, with this game, you start with none of these extra things equipped, right? So you start with nothing equipped. You also start with only Rogue Catty. I believe the exclusive chest you have unlocked to begin with, but everything else you have to actually play and gain currency to unlock. So, let's do just a very basic run. Use Rogue Catty, will have the exclusive chest. Initially, you only have the alloy stick available as the exclusive relic, which the exclusive chest gives you one of. I have also unlocked the mushroom ball. Create a random mushroom card when you change stage. I have no clue what that actually means, but we're going to find out. Just basic run, we're going in. So, in this game, you have an inventory for relics and an inventory of 2 card slots for items. So, I have this character relic chest. Let's take the mushroom ball. So that's now entered my inventory. It is a level 1 of 1 relic. We have enemies and interactables. Now, we can move this bomb into my inventory, for example. Reveals a potion. We can put the potion in my inventory. We can interact with the altar's blessing and it will give me 1 stat. I'm going to take a 2nd point of defense. So now we've only got enemies on the board, right? Well, I can also move enemies around to reveal the cards beneath them. Now, these stumps do 2 damage, but I've got 2 defense, so they do no damage to me. Found a chest, let's see what it's got. There's a ring, which gives me max health. If I upgrade it, its level goes up by 2. Or I could get a mouse cage. Every 3 stages generate a mouse relic in an empty slot unless the inventory is full. I'll take a mouse cage. Feel what's under here, get rid of the stumps. Now, this candle would do 1 damage to me per attack. I would also do 1 damage to it, 2 damage rather, to it per attack. So I would wind up taking 4 attacks to kill it. 1, 2, 3. Now note, my health isn't displaying any change, because I attack first. It will die, and it doesn't get to hit me back. 1 moment while I ban the bot. There we go. Also, hello Mel. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? So, we've taken 3 damage, that's fine. We could... we now have the remaining 2 cards as the destination we want to go to. We could upgrade a relic or go collect runestones. Now, both of my relics are at max level. Also, upgrading requires runestones. So, I'm going to go collect some runestones. And when that happens, new deck gets shuffled out, and our mushroom ball creates a random mushroom, which restores half of my max HP. Now let's get rid of the simple things first. Let's see. The piggy bank is interesting. Store 10 coins for each stage completed. Gain the stored coins when discarded. I think I'll take that, because it's really early on in the game, and that's got some time to rack up some real money. Now... oh, this is a bad thing for me. I didn't pay any attention. This mushroom has an ability called Revenge. When other enemies are attacked and killed, it gains 2 attack. So this now has 8 attack and 2 piercing damage. I'm going to take a 3rd point of defense so that I can kill the candle. So, if I attack this mushroom thing, I'm super fucking dead. However, I can use items. Let's use the boomerang to get the kill there. Boomerang comes back when it gets the kill. It's good to try and clear out the entire stage if possible. Okay, so here's the thing. Right now, the mushroom that we've got here restores half of my maximum health, which is only 4, so it's not as good as a potion right now. So, I can recycle this mushroom and gain 3 coins from it. And now let's go to upgrade a relic. I'm pretty sure all of my relics are at maximum level. Let's double check. Yes! So I can't really upgrade anything. This is fine. Okay, this is rough though. I wonder, if I use this mushroom now, does it double the damage on this boomerang? Yes! This boomerang now does 10 damage. Oh, but after use it comes back to me with only 5. But because we have successfully killed one of the 2 that was buffing other enemies, this guy only has 3 attack now, so I can actually attack him safely. Finish it with the boomerang just for kicks and giggles. Okay. Thankfully, it looks like we are actually going to get a relic which can be upgraded, so we will have time for, or we will have the ability to actually upgrade something. So, we can take the Poison Vine, which gives me 8 maximum HP, but every time I attack something, I take 1 damage. So, attack rounds are essentially how time is counted in this game. Every time I attack something, it is 1 attack round, and that is when everything counts a tick. We could take the Sword Emblem, which gives me +1 attack, and when it is discarded, I keep the stats. So this can go up to level 3, so I could probably get it, like, over time, get it up to probably, like, +3 attack, and then just discard it so that I have the inventory open and still get that +3. And there is the Revenge Bomb, which explodes after taking 9 damage and deals 2 damage to a random enemy. Seems pretty trash to me, at least with my 8 health. I'll take the Sword Emblem. Right, let's do the right thing this time and get rid of that mushroom early on. Now, a thing to note, while we can move cards around, we can only place them onto empty stacks. And okay, let's upgrade the Sword Emblem. So its attack bonus goes from 1 to 2, and it will cost me 2 runestones, which I currently have 7. We might as well, right? Now then. Oh. Potions are here. This potion is healing 12 right now, huh? I'm only down 2, so I don't really need to use this. I can gain some extra coins. And let's go to another upgrade, because I've still got runestones available. Mouse cage has activated. because it is the third stage. And it has generated a mouse. Drag the mouse onto an enemy card to turn them into a friendly unit for 2 rounds, then disappears. So I can turn an enemy into an ally for a short time. Or I could sell the mouse for 10 gold coins. Honestly, let's use it on this guy. And okay, friendly unit. Attacks with the player for 2 rounds can be discarded. I can just sell this guy for 3 coins. And you're no longer a friend. This is fine because I can just kill you. Might as well eat this mushroom. The mushroom has given me rage and shield 100%. Rage is a counter where when it is full, my next attack deals double, and shield says next time I attack, I'm invincible. Chest is locked. Unlocks after defeating all enemies in the stage. Well, it's all pretty straightforward. Let's use the 6 heal. Sell this boomerang. Oh god, I don't have enough space. Okay, let's upgrade the... Oh, that's not a Select relic to convert into permanent effect. Okay, so here's another thing. As well as upgrading, it is possible to convert a relic into a passive effect. So my mushroom ball creates a random mushroom card when you change stage. I can spend 3 runestones to basically eat it. Now I have that inventory space free, and I still keep the effect. And there's the upgrade altar. Let's upgrade the sword emblem to max, so it has +3 attack, and now I can just sell it for 30 coins and keep that +3 attack. Let's check what the chest has now. For every 3 luck, gain 1 max HP. Well, I only have 1 luck. We could get another piggy bank. Or we could get a poison charm. The poison charm says, poisons target for 1 round when item cards deal damage. Not super amazing, right? So... let's spend 5 on a reroll. We have the fairy wand. Every 6 current HP below maximum HP, attack +1. The blue amulet. Every time I kill an enemy, my shield charges by 5%. Or the shield. I get +1 defense. If a shield is in your inventory, gain 2 additional shields when obtaining a relic. Huh? Sure. Let's see how that works. Now, I've got no runestones left, so going to the upgrade would be pointless. I could go get runestones, or I've got 100 gold here. Let's go to the shop. Now then, when it dies, place a slime bomb in the player's relics. It's going to be kind of annoying, but it's fine. Now then, when we're at a shop, we can purchase things to have them spawn the thing that we purchased. So right now, I can spend 30 coins to spawn a thing that will give me 2 runestones. What are you? When present, reduces the player's defense by 1. Kind of fucking rude. But Boomerang gets the kill. Let's see. Got more boomerangs, might as well just sell it. The shop can also have flat stat buffs. and it apparently has many stat buffs today. Now, let's get the chest as well. Let's see, plus 6% drop rate. When full, immediately create a random item card. So every time an enemy is killed, that charges by 6%. Axe, when your HP is lower than 8, attack plus 2. Or the Poison Sword, attacks poison enemies for 1 round. I'm going to take the Poison Sword. Now, I don't really care about this charm. Here's the funny thing. I can recycle this shop item. So instead of spending 16 to get the item, I can just gain 3. Now these slime bombs are a concern, because if I want to discard them, they just kill me right now. I'm pretty sure they do not care about my defense. Also, even if I do... if I go to upgrades, I'll only have 2 rune stones available. So I could upgrade an item, but if it has a thing that lets me consume an item, like the mouse cage, I don't think I can consume the slime bomb. I wouldn't have enough to do that as well, so I'm going to go get some more rune stones. Here's a new mechanic. This enemy, this boar, it has Pursuit. Launch an attack after 3 rounds. So if I attack other things 3 times, it will then attack me. Now, fortunately, this boar has 5 attack and I have 5 defense, so it can't actually hurt me. So I'm just going to get rid of it. Altar's Blessing. I'm going to take the maximum HP here, so that, if need be, I can actually get rid of these slime bombs. Now, we're still in a pretty rough spot. Very rough, in fact. I could get another poison sword. Having 2 poison swords would effectively just mean every time I attack an enemy, they are poisoned for 2 rounds. I don't actually remember how much damage poison does. Or I could get the shield emblem. Let's take the poison sword. And then... Okay, no matter what I attack, I'm going to take some damage here, but you're going to lose 2 HP on the next round, so you will die on the next attack. Hell yeah. You also will, but I want to use this throwing knife, because it deals 6 damage, and if it kills an enemy, restores 6 HP to me. And these guys will always deal 3 damage to me because they have piercing. Okay. Let's use a potion. We have so many of these slime bombs now. I'm going to discard 1. It brings me down to 1 health. I can then use a potion to bring me back to full, and store this mushroom for later. And move on to the next area, the Ruined Ruins. Now, Zone 1 doesn't have a boss, so it's nothing too fancy. Steals coins based on damage dealt. Fucking rude. Let's eat this mushroom to gain rage. Let's use the altar to gain defense, because now the mimics can't hurt me. And we can just... And Being hit, directly hit will not receive more than 5 damage. Ooh, you're still fucking dying though. Sell one of the bombs, use this kunai to heal, or throwing knife. And clear out all the enemies, because why not? Okay, what do we want to upgrade? Now, if I upgrade... Nope, that's consumed. This is upgrade. If we upgrade this shield... If a shield is in your inventory, gain 2 additional shields when obtaining a relic. I don't really understand what it means by that. So instead, if we upgrade a poison sword, that applies the poison for 2 rounds. So if I get a hit in, I would then be dealing 3 stacks of poison. Let's do it. So this poison sword is now level 2, that's maximum level. Can I eat the bomb? No. Unfortunate. I can eat this upgraded poison sword though, so that I can clear up that space in my inventory. I'm considering what my next step is. I think I use this mushroom to heal some, and take this potion. And let's go for the dangerous curse ahead. I didn't put through my Discord announcement. Hang on. There we go. Helps if I actually post that announcement. Okay, now that that's dealt with, let's get back to the game. In this zone with the powerful curse, we have things that are just passive effects. For example, this red devil here with the big pitchfork. While present, enemy attacks deal additional 3. Vanishes after 3 attack rounds. So, I can't block that damage. I just have to survive 3 fights. So, oh god, and that's right. These things attack me as well. But as long as I can get rid of that red demon there, I won't take any damage, because I've got the defense needed. There's also this. While present, player's HP can't exceed half of max HP. Kinda fucking sucks. But it's fine. You kinda suck as well. 3 piercing damage, huh? Let's just clear everything out as best I can. Found a rare chest. Oh, we've got fancy items. Let's see, Finger Snap. Activates immediately upon obtaining without entering the inventory. Increases the damage and healing of all item cards by 1. I assume that's permanent? And not just like for these two? The Fire Feather. Each attack round or each time an item card is used, increase the damage of item cards in your inventory by 2. That's going to be fun with having a boomerang here. Unfortunately, it seems like the boomerang won't retain that damage. When rage is full, attack steal. We're not generating rage. Okay, we've got... I don't want to convert because I kind of want to upgrade the Fire Feather. It's only going to be be 1 extra to the damage that things gain. Let's see. Okay, right now the boomerang is dealing 13 damage, so it can just get a kill. And it's back down to 5. That's unfortunate. But it is enough to kill off the last of the enemies here. I could have consumed a relic, because I've still got 4 things. Oh well. Let's go to, honestly, more runestones, because 88 gold is not that much. Now then. This is kind of a rough spot. Mushroom heals me to full, so that's good. Let's... No, not yet. If I attack again, I can now use this boomerang to get a kill. I should have put the other boomerang in my inventory first. 2 attacks. Means a boomerang can kill this guy. Altar's Blessing. Do I want more max HP? Maybe luck. Luck is the amount of gold that enemies drop when I get a kill. I think I want more HP, just because of how many enemies actually have, like, piercing damage. So, enemies that don't have piercing damage right now are pretty meaningless to me. Throwing knife cards deal +3 damage. Wooden sword gives me +4 attack but vanishes after 3 stages. Or spices that make potions restore more. I'll take the spices. There we go. And since we've got this extra potion here, I'm going to get rid of one of the slime bombs. Drops me to 2, but I can drink the potion. Brings me back to full. And yeah, let's go upgrade. Do we upgrade? What would we upgrade? Like, I'd probably consume the fire feather. But then what do we actually want to upgrade? The shield just gives me 1 extra defense. The spices probably mean potions heal me for even more, but potions can only heal me as much as my health is. And an extra stack... Mech talking about mouse cages. Yeah! We have a mouse cage in this game, and every so often it spawns a mouse for me. I can throw that mouse at an enemy to make the enemy my friend for a little bit. Or I can sell the mouse for 10 gold. Yeah, I don't think I've really got any relics that are super worth upgrading right now. So I'm just going to go to a shop. And... okay. Let's get rid of the dog there. Boomerang comes back to me. I can kill these guys just with basic attacks. And even when poison would get the kill, I'm still attacking things because my boomerangs are gaining power. You're a cat? I am indeed a cat, yes. A cat with a rat. Or a mouse, rather. Let's see. What's this? Mirror. Copy target card. We'll see if there's anything worth mirroring. I'll eat that mushroom. Damage equal to your attack. Not worth. Sell that arrow. Smack this rat a few times. Smack this pot a couple of times. Just clear out all of the stuff, basically. That might be worth... okay, while we can, let's get rid of this bomb and use the potion to heal back to full. And I'm going to buy this mirror so that I can copy this chest so that I can get even more relics. Okay. So we've got some options here. I do get a fair bit of poison going. Like every attack, That's a good question, Ginger. Does the word hound have an equivalent? You know, I'm not sure. Cat to dog, feline to canine. I mean, I guess there's pussy. Okay, I'm going to take this poison formula because we are applying 3 turns of poison every time I attack an enemy. So that'll make it 3 damage per poison, or per turn, rather, with this. And if an attack doesn't kill an enemy, gain +2 attack if it does reset the bonus. Poison sword to make poison last longer. And I could take another poison formula to make poison do even more damage. And I currently don't have enough money to buy these runestones, but I want them. So I'm going to sell my mice. And if I sell... Okay. I'm going to sell the piggy bank. 80 coins is enough. If I sold anything else, I would have been 1 coin short. We've got plenty of runestones. Forever Hound is temporary pussy. Yeah. Let's go for the dangerous zone. As with all roguelikes, we always want to go for elite fights, right? While present, defeated enemies immediately revive, vanishes after 3 attack rounds. Gains +2 attack for every other enemy present, will deal damage first when attacked. Fortunately, this big fucker doesn't have piercing damage, so I can just smack him a bunch and he dies. Let's get rid of... Ooh, okay. I think we get rid of this worm because it has an effect where when it attacks me, it has 3 piercing damage, same as the bulldog, but it applies bleed to me for 2 rounds. So I'm going to get rid of that worm with my other boomerang. And by attacking things, I can power up my boomerangs again, get rid of the other dog. There's another worm. You don't matter to me, get rid of that worm. Let's open the rare chest. Restore 1 HP every attack round. Or the buckler, gain 1% shield for each point of damage taken. Let's take the puppet. Restore 1 HP every time I attack. Seems pretty fucking good. We can upgrade a relic. Probably the puppet we just got. And then I'm going to eat the puppet to turn it into a permanent effect. Because it's now max level. So now anytime I attack something, I will restore 2 HP. Pretty fucking good. While present, enemies take half damage from attacks. Vanishes after 4 attack rounds. Let's just not. Let's just not care. And sell this potion. I've got plenty of runestones, so let's go to the store. And boomerang the worm. There's another worm. Boomerang the worm. You know, it's kind of weird that the Australian is carrying around 2 boomerangs. But what can you do? Sell that because it's useless. Buy the runestones because I'm greedy. Buy more maximum health. When it dies, all present enemies attack by... increases all present enemies attack by 2. Okay. And I heal back to full because of my puppet. Nice. Can gain more defense. That's nice. Not enough coins. Shit. I need 45, huh? I'm not getting enough. Well, that's unfortunate. I would need to sell 2 relics. I don't think I really want to. So we're not getting that chest. Okay, let's see. You're fucking annoying. 5 piercing damage, 6 armor. Fortunately, my boomerangs care not about your armor. When it dies, player receives -6 attack for the next attack round. I'm going to sell the things I don't really need here. Poison is the majority of my damage right now. Get rid of that guy because he sucks. For each friendly unit discarded or killed, attack +1 resets when changing stages, so I don't make friendly units. This vanishes, so I don't care about it. Every 6 current HP below max HP. Reroll. I could get a piggy bank again. Or I could apply poison when I use cards to attack something. Let's get a piggy bank. And what do we want to upgrade? Probably a poison formula. Even more poison damage! Oh. The enemy is enraged, gained when 3 attacks from both sides failed to deal damage, causing half of the attack to be converted into piercing attack. Okay. So I kind of want to just, like, hit these guys a couple of times and then stop. Or I could gain more attack. Let's get a bit of luck so that I'm actually gaining more money. After 3 attack rounds, sacrifices 6 health to summon 1 swamp monster. Swamp monsters kinda suck, huh? Fortunately I can just not care about enemies like this. Okay, you are getting a hit in. But you're now in lethal range for a boomerang, and I can just... I'll heal back up just by attacking things with my puppet. Now then, what do you got? Launches an attack when the player uses an item card. That kinda sucks, huh? You go away. And then... build up some poison on the golem and go ahead with just smacking them. Okay, boomerang gets that one gone. I actually kind of want to let the frog spawn things, because when the frog spawns a thing, that's another enemy that I can kill for money. I mean, I guess it's got a bit of solitaire to it, yeah. Mostly just in being able to move cards around. Let's get rid of you. Altar's Blessing, give me more attack. Now, I do have -6 currently from killing one of those shadow monsters. You kinda suck, but it's fine. I will live. You really suck, but it's fine. I will live. Convert something into a permanent effect. Let's convert the Fire Feather. And we've still got 5 runes, so I think we can go to another upgrade. But there's an elite. Let's go for it. Let's see. While present, enemies always attack first, vanishes after 2 attack rounds. Okay. I really need more attack damage. Get rid of you because you hit me. Oh, okay, fine. There we go. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Okay, now that one's gone. And while present, defeated enemies immediately revive. Fucking rude. Okay, that one's gone as well now. Now, if I use an item, you would attack me, so I don't want to do that. I instead want to just hit you. Get rid of these 2. Get a kill with the throwing knife so that I can gain some health back. Oh, this is... this is rough. That's fine, you die to poison, but I kind of want to kill you manually for the healing from the other thing. Okay, we can upgrade a relic again. I guess let's upgrade the poison sword. So now my poison lasts even longer. I should have opened this first. I should have opened the chest and seen what we would get. Posture check. I am absolutely not in a good posture right now. I was leaning at like a 45-degree angle. Okay. And that was 45 degrees sideways, not forwards, sideways. I have terrible posture. Frog Hat looks pretty fucking amazing. Restore 1 HP every time a poisoned enemy takes damage. I poison things every time I attack them. So now I restore 4 every time, no, 3 every time I attack. Now 4 because there are... Are you a Weeble Wobble? Yes! I wind up leaning quite a lot. Yeah, I get some big heals just from poisoning multiple enemies. Amy! Hello, hello, how are you doing? Did I actually ask how you're doing, Ginger? I hope you're doing well. Because I know you were in a bit of a rough spot recently. Hopefully you're recovering. In pain. That's very unfortunate. Eat the Frog Hat. Become the Frog Hat. And sell this potion. I've got a lot of money. Let's go to a shop. Frog got covered up with mushroom. What the fuck are you? When directly hit, player will take the same amount of damage. Huh. Well, you know, we've got a throwing knife here that I can just use. And then I can just throw a boomerang at you. And items are not direct, so we don't care. Let's see, we can gain an extra point of defense. There is a mirror to duplicate an item. That's pretty fucking nice. Let's stack up some poison and be a badass. Don't need this healing mushroom. Rogue is dead. We're probably going to want to duplicate the runestones. Duplicating the armor would be pretty fucking awesome, but we're at the stage where extra armor doesn't mean too much. Because most of the threats to me have piercing damage. Do you know? Kinda know each other. Kinda sorta from a Discord server. You probably do, actually. Because there is a Discord server that I know both of you from. So, I expect you know each other from that Discord server. Get rid of the guy with piercing damage, and then just smack this a bunch of times. We don't need an extra shield. Let's buy an extra relic chest, though. None of these look good. Let's sell a rat to get 10 gold and re-roll. Ooh. Deal damage when an enemy damages you. I don't think that would work. Yeah, because my attacks cause poison. Shield emblem can get me some extra defense. Health ring. Give me extra maximum health. Now, we could go for another elite room. I kind of want to upgrade... fuck it. Elites. Go to the elite rooms. Hell yeah. Start with just getting rid of the lizards that are annoying. Recovers 6 HP after every attack round. Will deal damage first when attacked. Well, that kind of sucks. Anyway, give me more attack. Probably should have hit you last time. Oh, this is rough. Okay, let's use my boomerangs to get some kills in here. Attack that one. Boomerang to kill you. Drink a potion. Boomerang to kill you. Let's... My poison formulas are fully upgraded, so they're fine. Let's upgrade this health ring. It gains 2 levels, that's good, so that gets me an extra 4 maximum HP. And let's see, what do I want to eat? Let's eat another poison sword. Then... Oh, well this is a lad. When present, reduces player defense by 4, so he can actually deal some damage to me. But I heal for more than he deals. Sucks to be him. Let's... Sure, we'll use this mushroom, we'll sell this knife. Move cards around. And I'm actually just breaking this golem's defense so it doesn't enrage. Ooh. Bomb bag creates a random bomb upon killing an enemy once per stage. Devour bag, discarding damage type item cards, grants attack equal to the damage for 1 round. It probably... yeah, I believe this one upgrades to be multiple rounds, so it can go up to 3 rounds. Now, this is hilarious with the feather that I ate, where every time I attack or use an item, the cards in my inventory gain 3 attack. Because I can buff something up massively to like hundreds of damage very easily, and then eat it and just melt a boss. But... For every 2 coin gained from killing enemies, gain +1 to next attack. This is basically right now +2 damage per every time I kill something for the next attack only. Because I've got 4 luck, so I gain 2 coins. I don't really care that much about any of these. I'll take the Devour Bag. Mostly because it may work out as being something that saves me in the end. Eat this mushroom for fun. And then just use the boomerangs anyway. I can gain a fair bit of attack power here. Now I do have no money, but we've got a piggy bank that we can sell. Let's see. You I can attack safely. You're annoying, but not the end of the world. Kill that with the throwing knife just to get some extra healing in. You aren't an issue. Fuck it, just kill that with an item. Okay. Now then, let's sell the things we don't need. Sell a rat for another 10 gold. Now, if I sell the piggy bank right now, I will gain 50, which would bring me to 108, which is not enough to buy both of these. I would have to sell something else. In fact, 2 something else's. So I'm just going to sell this chest, I think, to be able to buy these runestones. And we have our first boss. I've covered up one of its things with a mushroom. Cool. This boss can't be moved or covered by other cards, and every 5 rounds makes 2 random tentacle enemies launch an attack after 5 rounds. Yep, okay. So, what I can do here, when directly hit, the player takes the same amount of damage. What I can sort of do here is just, like, attack things. Oh, that's only 11 damage right now, so we get 1 more attack in. Kill that with a boomerang. Let's use this mushroom so that this boomerang buffs up. Restore 4 HP to the boss enemy after every attack round. Well, the boss still has full health, so you mean nothing to me right now. What I'm going to be doing right now is very silly. I'm going to buff this boomerang up as much as I can so that I can see if I can get a 1-hit kill. It's like... okay, it's not going to be a perfect 1-hit kill. Ooh, I can convert an item into a permanent effect, but there might be an upgrade somewhere, and I don't have the runes right now to do that. Sell that. Copy target card. Okay. That's probably worth saving for a little bit. Just get rid of that. Gain some runestones. Launches an attack when other enemies are killed. Well, I don't care. Altar's Blessing. Give me a bit more attack. Upgrade. Okay, here we go. Now, actually, hang on. Do I... Okay, first off, let's just get rid of the boss. Boomerang for the win. Rare chest. This probably unlocked once all enemies on this area were dead, so that the boss had to die. And then... I don't think any of these are great for me, because I'm healing so much that potions aren't really needed, so let's re-roll it. Crystal Blade. When shield's invincibility triggers, deal 1 damage to all enemies for every 2 defense you have. I'm not really charging the shield. Gain 1% rage for every 3 damage dealt with direct attacks. When a poisoned enemy dies, gain 1 armor for every 2 remaining poison turns. Sure. And now we do have 2 things that are worth upgrading, so let's do that. Use the mirror to copy the upgrade, and actually upgrade these things. And now it is 1 armor for every 1 remaining poison turn. Excellent. And we have no runes to use for that, so let's consume that. The Australian killing bosses with dual-wielding boomerangs is the most stereo. Yeah. Yeah. When present, other enemies get attack +3. That fucking sucks. Launches an attack after 3 rounds. That sucks as well. But I don't care, because I've got boomerangs. Okay, I am now actually at a point where I do need more defense if I want to fully block these things. I don't really care about any of these. Okay, this is going to seem silly. I'm taking the poison sword, because if I upgrade that, there is an altar to upgrade things here, but I don't have the runes to use it. Enemy cannot be dragged. Kind of suck a lot. But this is fine. So what I'm thinking at the moment is essentially if I... Actually, let's get rid of you first. If I upgrade the poison sword so that I'm applying even more stacks of poison, that's even more shield that I'm getting from this. Like, I'm gaining 12 shield from this. Unfortunately, I've got no rune stones, so I can't use either of these. I don't have much money either, so let's just go get rune stones. Yes, a mushroom. Altar's Blessing. We do need a bit more defense. I also want you gone. We're only taking 1 damage from the ants, that's nice. But we are still taking a fair bit from the crabs. Crab. Oh. Launches an attack when other enemies are killed. Recovers 8 HP every round. Well then, Boomerang. I care not for your existence. Open chest. Let's take the shield emblem. I can upgrade a shield emblem and then eventually just throw it away to permanently gain the shield from it. Yeah, that one enemy was more threatening than the boss. Yeah. Screw upgrading relics, let's go to the elite. And gain even more defense. 10 defense is now enough to just ignore these guys, except for that red creature, gremlin. You have pierce damage, you're annoying, get gone. I can now stack up so much in the way of armor. While present enemies always attack first, we don't care. Let's upgrade the shield emblem first. This boomerang is excessive and unneeded. Just kill all the things. I could really do with more damage to save time. Let's eat this, because it's fully upgraded. Don't really need any of these. Let's reroll. So champion gloves, red book, gain +1 attack for every injured enemy present. Finger snap means card damage and healing is increased by 1. I mean, +1 is meaningless. I have a boomerang that does 221 damage. I don't really want to spend 45 on another reroll, so I'm going to take the red book and just sell it. I'm also going to sell this mouse for inventory space. And we've only got 3 runestones, so let's go get more. Oh boy. You get gone real quick. Get rid of these guys that are buffing everyone. I said get rid of them. Get rid of Crab. You're kind of annoying, but this boomerang is enough to kill you. Keep selling things that I don't need. I think attacking those enemies is reducing my armor more than it's growing. But I don't care. Let's see. We can consume one of the poison formulas, we can upgrade the shield emblem and then throw it away. So let's go to that. Lots of crabs. You are needed. Oh, what do you do? Dies in 3 rounds, dealing damage equal to its remaining HP. I do not care. You will be dead. This guy's going to hit me, kind of annoying. It's fine. Give me more attack. Yeah, this guy's chonking. Yeah. I mean, I could absolutely have done that more efficiently. But I kind of want to save this Uber Boomerang for the next boss. Because, like... Oh, what are you? You're so fucking cute! When killed, burns the player, lasting for 3 attack rounds. Okay, but you're so fucking cute. What's this chest got? Another sword emblem. Give me more attack. If your attack is lower than enemy defense, gain 2 pierce attack. For every 3 defense, gain 1 max HP. No, sword emblem. Having... what's this actually do? Lose 5 HP each round for 2 rounds. Okay, I do not care. Yeah, let's upgrade the shield emblem so that I can throw it away. And there wasn't actually one for me to consume a thing here. Huh. Oh well. We've got enough runestones, so let's go to a shop. Can probably get some runestones in the shop as well. Mushroom is unnecessary. Base defense, base attack. Hell yes. Runestones, we'll see if I have enough money for that. Rare chest, hell yeah. Instantly gain +1 to all attributes. Hell yeah. Arrow, unnecessary. You're not needed. Continue just killing everything. Yeah, I'm building up so much armor. Kind of annoying. I'll get rid of you with a boomerang. I've got the money to buy more runestones, sure. Boss time! Does it have more than 473 health? No. Goodbye. Didn't even look at what that boss does. Power up, gain +2 pierce attack each round. Oh wow, these guys suck. Geez, these guys suck. Thankfully, I have boomerangs. So I can just not actually fight them. What do you do? Heals 3 HP to a random injured enemy for each parasitic eye present. I'm going to assume that was just I'm going to assume parasitic eye was a boss-related effect. So I'm just going to not care. You're going to hit me, I don't really care. What do I want to upgrade right now? Probably the poison sword. Yeah. Because it means my armor grows even more. Yeah, this is pretty fucking OP. Get more luck. Sure. Means I gain even more money. Convert into a permanent effect. Eat a 3rd sword. Relic. Absolutely cheers. Give me 1 to every stat. What are you? Launches an attack when the boss is attacked. I've got bad news for you, buddy. There ain't one. And change attribute. This gives me more of a stat at the cost of 1. Do I drop my attack a little so that I get even more money? Yes. Oh, there's 2 bosses in this zone. And some mummies. Feign death triggers its own death rattle after 2 attack rounds. Deals 6 damage to the player when killed. Launch an attack after 3 attack rounds. Any damage taken will be capped at 15. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's start by getting rid of these mummies. Ah, there's more of them! Launches an attack when the player uses an item card. Jesus! This is rough. There's more of them. Okay, that guy will die to poison. I need you to die to poison as well. I need you to die to poison real quick. Or just die in general. Okay. And then these hands are not an issue. So I can just smash them up to gain some armor back. Oh my god, look at this Chad. Gains 3 attack and defense for each other enemy present. Launches an attack when other enemies are killed. Dude, you're alone. I'm sorry. You gain nothing. Let's see. I should have enough to upgrade a thing and eat a thing. So let's upgrade the sword emblem. And eat a poison formula. We're apparently going all in on poison. Let's see. I've got a lot of money, so let's go to a shop. Oh boy. Launches an attack if fewer than 3 enemies are present after each attack round. Okay. I don't really care. Let's just get you ready to die. Oh no, you're doing attacks. What are you? Steals 3 HP from the player each attack round, healing a random injured enemy. Well, guess what? I don't care, you are dead. Let's get rid of you. That's not needed. Get rid of you. And I've got enough money to just buy everything here, so I might as well. When switching stages, gain 1 armor for every 3 defense you have. If a shield is in your inventory, gain 2 additional shields when obtaining a relic. Ooh, hydration. Yeah, that's fair. Water time. Water is still full. Okay. Let's see. This would only give me 5 armor each time I change areas, like enter a new stage. So it's not that great. This I can get rid of eventually. So I'll take that. And yeah, elite stage. Because why the fuck not? Oh boy, we don't need that mushroom, we don't need this potion. We don't really need this arrow, but I might as well use it instead of selling it, I guess. There are many Iron Maidens here. Enemies take half damage from attacks. Okay, well I don't really care. Blessing! Give me more luck. 10 luck, so I get 10 gold per kill. And there's just gold on the ground as well. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I've played 1 round of this before. My go-to was having a throwing knife bag, the feather that I have now, and a few of the... There's an item that makes throwing knives do more damage. So I just had... I think I had like 2 of these at level 2 or something, so I could create 4 knives per zone. And I was just throwing knives for immense damage. Anyway, let's get a hen. Let's see what the egg is. Let's also upgrade this emblem, because now I can just throw it away and keep the damage. Boss time! How much health does this boss have? 200. Let's actually look at this boss. Hatred. Each enemy death adds a stack of hatred to the player. Hatred attack after 4 rounds. Attacks after 4 rounds, healing itself for 2 HP for each hatred stack on the player. Yeah, I don't give a shit. You're dead. You know what? I'm going to hold on to this mushroom for a little bit, so that I can see and buff this boomerang up to like 500 damage. Attacks after 3 rounds, adding a stack of hatred to the player. Attacks when something's killed. You've got piercing, so you're more annoying. What do you actually do? Increases boss attack and pierce by 2 when killed. Yeah, no. More attack. Ooh, rare chest. When defeating an enemy, gain +1 attack, expires when switching stage. None of these are amazing. Reroll. I'll take the cheers, +1 to every attribute. Yeah, these guys can't actually hurt me because their attacks don't ignore armor. You do, so you're annoying. You're also annoying. I do not have enough runes at the moment to convert a thing into a permanent effect. I do have enough to upgrade a thing. Okay, let's eat that mushroom. Mirror is meaningless right now, so I'm just going to sell it. And we can't use that. Do we have anything we want to upgrade? Ooh, golden egg. Discard to gain 20 gold. Cool. We can also sell this mouse for some money. Let's upgrade this sword emblem. Sure. And go to the shop. That next boss is not going to be happy. Sell more stuff, because it's all useless to me. What the fuck? Sacrifice. Dies in 3 rounds, dealing damage equal to its remaining HP. Why does this remind me of one of those, like, the parasites that infect slugs and, like, make their eye stalks all pulsy so that it draws the attention of birds to eat the slug? Anyway, I'm beating this guy up. What? Why would Twitch mute you about rainbows? Despicable. Let's buy some more runestones, but I'll hold off on actually collecting them for a moment, just in case there's another mirror. Chest. I'll take the rhino horn. I don't think it's really worth anything to me. Because, like, I've got 23 attack. Let's go collect runestones. Upgrading relics is meaningless when I've only got 2 runes. Get covered by a mushroom, bitch. Sell that golden egg. This hen has paid out. It gives a random egg, but every time it's been a golden egg. None of these are valuable to me. I could take another sword emblem. I don't think I really care. Fork! When you attack an injured enemy, gain +2 attack. I'll take a shield emblem, sure. For clarification, I chose not to take the fork there because I'm pretty sure that's not a permanent thing. It's literally just when you are specifically attacking an injured enemy, you have 2 extra attack. So it's not that great for me. Do we happen to have a mirror here? No, we've just got a bunch of runes. Oh, boss time. This boss has 2 dragon scales. Its HP cannot drop below half while scales remain. Huh? And rewind. When dragon scales are broken, resets the stage with new cards. Okay. Okay. So I don't care about damaging the boss right now. I just want to find its scales. Oh god. This is going to be kind of annoying. Get rid of one of them right away. Get rid of the other one. Oh god, This sucks. This is rough. Rare chest. Sell egg. I'm going to sell the rhino horn as well, to be honest. None of this is useful to me. Sure, I'll take the finger snap. Blade. Scale breaker blade. Break a scale on the Eternal Dragon boss. Okay, but I can keep killing things here to become even more powerful. What are you? Matches its attack and pierce with the boss when revealed. Launches an attack when the boss is attacked. Cool. You mean nothing to me. Ooh, Altar's Blessing. I'm glad I continued revealing things. Give me more defense. Sell everything, use the Scale Breaker, and a whole new set of cards comes out. This is actually kind of rough. Rare equipment? Bubble reduces damage from by 1 from non-direct attacks. Sure. You I want gone next. As long as I can break the second dragon scale, I can instantly nuke this boss with this boomerang. Let's get rid of all the enemies. More blessing. Give me more attack. There's the Scale Breaker. Zero dragon scales. Boss can be killed after all scales are broken. So I could just nuke the boss right now. Unless this game was designed poorly and this 0 means there's still 1 left. Because that is a thing that computer games can do sometimes. This is fine. I mean, it seems like a rough situation, but I am still at maximum health. Cheers! Gain 1 to every stat. Like, I have accrued so much armor. So much armor that I'm still at maximum health. Okay, there is no... I mean... okay. Overkill this boss by 1,811 damage. Just because I can. And we won the run. Okay. So that was absolutely absurd, and it was carried entirely by these 2 boomerangs and this feather. With a lot of help from... well, no. It was carried by 2 things. The combo of these boomerangs and this feather, and this shield, along with the 3 poison swords. Because, like, the puppet and the frog hat, good value. Kept me healed. But after a while, I didn't actually need healing, because my health didn't go down. Oh. Sell those? Oh god. I mean, what would have been even funnier would have been selling the boomerang when it had 1,000 damage and using the buff from the sack that the devouring bag or whatever it was to just gain 1,000 attack for 1 turn. But you know. Right, now then. So, when we win, we gain crystal shards, or it's not when we win actually, it's when we complete achievements. Which, like, we got some for winning the game. We got some for winning the game as Catty once. There are others for winning the game as other people. Oh, winning as Catty. Yeah, just sell everything and kill it anyway. Winning the game as Catty has unlocked the Life Gourd, which, when discarding a friendly unit, restore 1 HP for every 5 remaining HP it has. And the Toad, this is an angry toad. Click to trigger, make all poisoned enemies trigger 1 turn of poison. Can be used 1 time per stage. Complete a stage without taking any damage, so that's how we actually unlock the Fire Feather and Devour Bag. Okay, cool. Reach 100 attack. 100 attack was reached in my first playthrough by selling a thing that had over 100 damage using a combination of these 2 items. 100 Rage and Shield simultaneously. 4,000 coins in the game. This is cumulative. So, when you get achievements, you gain these crystal shards. With crystal shards, you can unlock new relics. You can unlock new characters. I have unlocked the assassin, for example. You can unlock new emblems. Emblems are things you can take at the start of the run to become more powerful or make enemies more powerful. So, you know what? I've got one empty emblem slot, right? So let's unlock one emblem. Start with 30 coins, start with +2 HP. Normal and rare chests show 4 results each time they refresh. Character exclusive relic chest can include relics from other unlocked characters. Stronger enemies and more enemies. Increases the score bonus. Increases drop rates of favorite relics in chests. Chance to trigger a challenge event. Poker card enemy. Chance of poker card enemy ambush when changing stages. All bosses gain new abilities. Starting from the second stage, elite enemies that chase after the player will continuously appear. Big chest. Let's take the favorites emblem and equip that. So favorites are like in here. I favorited this relic because it's amazing, right? I guess we've got a list of my favorite relics here from my first run. So we can see most of the things I have here were from were things that I favoured in that run as well. Just here eating a burrito and Hound says big chest. I mean, yeah, because we've got where was it? The big chest emblem. So we can unlock emblems, we can unlock relics, mostly starting relics for the different characters. In fact, it looks like only starting relics. Gain attack if your HP is lower than the enemies when attacking. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Anyway, you can also unlock characters. So, for example, I've got the assassin unlocked, who gain well, these I don't think we've got traits going on. Maybe I do? Because, like, upon entering a stage, drop 1 random item card. When triggering a relic effect by using a potion item, trigger the effect and I don't think I'm activating traits. So I've got the assassin. They specialize in trying to one-shot things, essentially. So, like, they can start with the dagger. If you kill an enemy with 1 attack, you gain more attack on your more damage on your next attack. So you can try and just combo one-hit kills. Every character seems to have a base starting item they always have unlocked that just gives some attack and HP. More attack if the enemy's HP is higher than mine. Negates fatal damage and sets enemy defense to 0, usable 1 time per stage. There's also the Beast Tamer, who I haven't unlocked. Their info is taming beasts to avoid becoming dinner. They're a thing. There is the Knight. A knight on a pig, charging with no brakes. The Gambler, who has a paper bag on his head. Travelled from another world to prove luck is a skill. The Priestess, burying enemies is her tribute to nature. And the Chef, a culinary master with occasional kitchen fires. Let's see. That run took 1.5 hours, huh? rather than doing a second run of this game, I think what I'm going to do is switch over to a different roguelike. Let me just update my details.
The oracles and fates have spoken.
Oh my.
The primordial forces stir again, rising from the depths where they once slumbered. Their power swells, shaking the pillars of creation. If the gods of Earth remain divided, the world will be swallowed in silence. A champion must rise to fight the darkness, or the stars themselves shall wither, and the fires of the cosmos will fade.
Okay, I wasn't expecting it to immediately throw us into a cutscene there. So, this is Pantheion, or Pantheion, I don't know. As the cutscene there sort of said, essentially just something is trying to destroy the universe. The gods and their followers are now actually working together to try and prevent that. Long story short. Now, this game, it looks like it's... What do you mean we're doomed? We're working with the gods and their followers. We want to prevent the world from ceasing to exist. So, this game is sort of like a single-player Marvel Snap. You'll see what I mean when we actually get into it. I think it's going to give us a bit of a tutorial here, though. Welcome, champion. I am the Whisperer, voice of the eons, the unseen hand that guides the fates. Your destiny is to defy the 6 primordial forces, powerful entities unraveling the cosmos. If not, the world will be swallowed in darkness. You, the Chosen One, are the last hope to untie the power of all... to unite the power of all deities, followers, artifacts, and blessings, and halt the coming cataclysm. Your trial begins now. First enemy is Yamata no Orochi, the 8-headed terror. Advance through the eons, conquering trials in each era to weaken their influence before facing them. Each conquest grants experience, unlocking new cards once your journey ends. Now, choose a divine gift that grants lasting benefits in your battles. You will earn more as you progress through the eons. Each can stack up to 3 times, so choose wisely and shape your strategy accordingly. Both Zeus and Odin were there on the main menu. I mean, yeah, they're like the leaders of Greek and Norse gods, right? Basically an assurance the entire world is doomed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I believe the 3 factions are Greek, Norse, and Japanese. Right now we've got a starting deck of these 10 cards. We can have between 10 and 15 cards in our deck. So, we can start with 1 buff. We can gain 1 power for all cards, but lose 1 turn. Decrease the threshold of all primordial forces by 1. Receive 10 favor immediately. Favor is money? Spend favor to summon new cards at sacred grounds. Okay, I do have some knowledge. Threshold is the amount of power we have to place into an area to conquer it. So, and primordial forces are the bosses. So this essentially reduces each boss's power by 1. You get 6 turns per battle, so losing a turn is pretty fucking rough. I'm going to take Sundering. Okay, now it actually gives us a proper tutorial here. To advance, you must conquer at least 2 of the 3 sites by reaching their threshold. Beware their unique curse effects. Only a well-crafted strategy can overcome these challenges. Here lies your playable cards. Drawn from the depths of your deck, each card carries its own power and mana cost to summon. Their effects can vary and can turn the tide of battle. So red is power, blue is mana cost. Your mana starts at 1 and increases each turn. Once per turn, drag a card from your hand to the altar on the left to gain mana equal to its sacrifice value, which is the green number of dots. Alternatively, send a card to your deck on the right to draw a new one. Now, go forth and summon your cards onto the sites, and let them heed your call to battle. So we've got the Well of Erda. Only cards with Wisdom or Light aspect can be played here. When we hover over a thing, we see its description. At the bottom of the description is its types, aspects. So this Berserker is Speed and War. This Hachiman. Okay, let's go over this in a bit more detail. From the top, we have the card's name, Berserker. Then we have the faction it's aligned with, Norse, and what type of card it is. This is a follower. Hachiman is a deity and is Japanese. This Spear of Achilles is a Greek artifact. This card has no effects, this card has no effect. Here we go. So, below the faction and type, we have effects. Some have no effects. Hera, on the other hand, has an ongoing effect. Other cards on this site gain 2 power. Then we have the Ascension level. Ascension level is how many duplicates you have fused together. Then we have power, sacrifice mana, and mana cost. And then at the very bottom is the aspects. So, do we have much in the way of wisdom and light? Well, before we focus on that, let's go over this. So, the Well of Erda, that's the location's name. The black box has the description of its effect. The red is the threshold, that is what power level we have to surpass or equal to conquer that zone. And we have the amount of money that we get if we do that. So, we only have to succeed in 2 zones to actually win the battle, but succeeding in a third will net us more currency. So we've got the Well of Erda, which only Wisdom and Light aspect cards can be played there. Naglfar's Wake, if the site is not full, the power of all cards here is halved. And Yomi, effects from deity cards are negated here. So we kind of want to fill this one up. We've got 1 card that has Wisdom and Light. Onmyoji gains 2 power for each artifact here. So if I put this guy here, he would be 1. If I can place artifacts here, he gains 2 for each. The Spear of Achilles is Chaos and Speed. I cannot place it in the Well of Erda. Hera is Beauty and Family. Hachiman is Strength and War. So right now, only the Onmyoji can be played in the Well of Erda. Not very useful. We might just not beat this one. So, let's start... Well, let's start by putting the Onmyoji in here. Once you've completed your move, end your turn to regenerate your starting mana. But beware, any unused mana from the current turn will not carry over to the next. So choose wisely your actions and resources are so choose wisely. Your actions and resources are limited. May fate be with you. Now, I could sacrifice one of my cards to gain 1 extra mana and then play one of my cards. Or I could shuffle one of my cards into the deck and draw something new. I think I'll actually do that with the Berserker. And we have drawn the Golden Laurel, which gains 3 power for each other card on the site. Now, I probably should have done that before playing on Myoji, because if this was a Light or Wisdom card, might be possible to reach this. We'd have 3 and then 6, which is only 9, so we'd still be 2 power short. Next turn, our mana goes up to 2, we draw another card, the Shinto Priestess. On play, this card is sent to the altar, which is sacrificing them. And the card with the highest power on this site gains 4 power. Cool. I want to test something. If I play the Golden Laurel here, these two both have 3 power. So, if I play this, I can't right now because I only have 1 mana and I need 2. I could sacrifice a thing to play it, but I won't yet. If I play this, there are 2 things I want to learn. A, do I gain the mana from its sacrifice, or does it just disappear? B, when these both have the most power on the site, does it target a random one, or does it target both of them? Anyway, for now, let's place Hera in Naglfar's wake and end the turn. Now I can play the Shinto Priestess over here, and it targets a random one. Okay. We are 1 power short of being able to clear the Yomi. Let's see, we've got 1 mana right now. Now, let's see. This is the Sacred Guardian. Gains 3 power if a Japanese deity is on the site. Now, we do want to fill this up, so we want to play 3 more cards here. We do have a Japanese deity, so we'll be able to play these 2 in there, and then hopefully draw something else we can play in there. But for now, we've only got the 1 mana. And we have drawn Hermes. Speed and Trickery. Ongoing gains 3 power if all cards are small on this site. Okay, cool. Let's see. That is 8. So you will bring it to 13, so that's a success. That was a lot more than 13. Because you also gained power from Hera, I guess. And it stopped halving everything, right. And then we can put the spear over here. So that's conquered. This monk is not going to achieve anything. It is a wisdom card, so we can play it over here. So it would have been possible for us to actually conquer this zone, I think. With the Sacred Monk on Myoji and the one thing that sacrificed itself. And there's the Berserker back. You go over here. In fact, I think this would have... If we had those 2 less here, this would have +6, so it would have 6, 3, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So technically it was possible for us to actually clear all 3 zones, but I didn't know what was in my deck and I can't actually open it. Rude. Ah well. So, we have cleared 2 sites, we gain 21 experience and 11 favour from those 2 sites. After beating battle. Okay, well done. You've encountered your you've conquered your first trial. Now, In the next era, you have 3 sacred grounds to choose from to enhance your current deck, or alternatively, skip to earn favour that can be spent on future upgrades. So we've got the Nexus of Origins, access to all cards from all Pantheons. The Fountain of Eternity, access to cards with 4 mana cost or higher. Or the Runic Altar, access to cards from the Norse Pantheon. I've got a lot of low costs right now, so let's see about finding a high cost. Each Sacred Ground offers 3 cards from its respective pool. Use the reroll on the left to get new summons by spending extra favour. Acquiring duplicates ascends your cards with greater strength. Sell your cards to earn extra favour by dragging onto the Sacred Ground, but it's only available if your deck holds more than 10 cards. Press the arrow on the right to advance to your next era. I shall see you again at the end of the Eon. Farewell. So, we currently have 11 currency. I cannot sell anything because I've only got 10 cards. So the only one I would be able to afford here would be Brynhilde. A Norse follower. On play, summons the Norse card with the highest power from your hand to this site, ignoring site restriction effects. Well, the only other Norse card I have is the Berserker. So this kinda sucks. I mean, I'll probably get her, because then I'll have 11 cards that I can use, and she's got 5 power, so sure. The 2 that we can't afford are Susanoo. Japanese deity, ongoing effect, gains 4 power for every Kusanagi no Tsurugi or Ame no Habakiri on this site. I have neither of those things. I don't even know what they are. And then there is Mead of Poetry. Ongoing effect, cards require 1 less mana to play. That would be fucking awesome to get, but I can't afford it. I'll take Brynhilde. Okay, next round. Cards cannot be played here until turn 4. At the start of each turn, all cards here lose 1 power if it hasn't been cleared. So if I reach the 8, then this place is cleared and its effect stops happening. Any reductions it's already applied stay. Only cards from the same Pantheon can be played here. This is kinda rough. Would be real nice if I could look at my deck. I think I have mostly... I think Japanese cards is going to be what I play here. Or do I play Japanese cards here? Because you're going to have 7 power being played here. And then I can just play 1 other card and this place is done. But I can't afford that right now, because you cost 2. Sure, I will put Hermes here. He's going to lose a power, and when this guy gets played, he's going to lose another 3, but it's still enough to clear. Turn 3. Let's see. I can still go Japanese here, huh? Like, if I play you here, you here, and you... Oh, I don't have the mana. Okay, I'll hold it, but I can play that spear there. Or the dog, actually, because the dog will trigger off him to gain gain extra power. So it is now turn 4, so we can now play cards in Izanagi's Gateway. So let's do that. And actually, this guy can just... Oh no, because you're not Japanese. But you are! And that's victory. Full clear, 15 favour. Do we want Greek cards, Japanese cards, or all Pantheons? At this stage... Welcome back, Mel. At this stage, I think I haven't really... Mel's biased towards Greek, Amy's biased towards Japanese. I haven't really built any favorability towards any of them, except slight Norse via Brynhild. I'm just going to go to the Nexus of Origins where everything can show up. Oh hey, it's Zeus. Zeus is large and takes up 3 spaces. You can tell because his card is large. Ongoing effect gains 2 power for each other family, strength, or thunder aspect card in play. Gains 3 power instead if it's also a Greek card. Okay. There's also the Spear of Achilles. And another Hachiman. You know what? Let's take Zeus. And we can still afford this duplicate of Hachiman. So, when we acquire duplicates, the card ascends to the next level. The first time, it gains 1 attack power. The second time, it gains another attack power, so that... this is something I know it is another, it's not just this same one. So another attack power, and increases the mana we get by sacrificing it by 1. And on the third stage, it gains yet another power, and reduces its mana cost by 1. This can go to 0. I don't know if it can go to negative. Let's see... Now, here's a thing. I could sell... no, I need 3. The Berserker would not be enough. If I sold Brynhild, I could get a duplicate of the Spear of Achilles, so it would become a 4 power. But she's 5 power! Like, she's 5 power and has an effect, so she's worth keeping. For now. And we are now at the final stage of this zone. So, the final trial of this Aeon awaits, one of the primordial forces. This time, you must conquer the central site. But beware, it bears a greater threshold and a formidable curse. But you've already come this far, and that proves your strength. Defy the primordial forces and save the cosmos. May fate be with you. So, Yamata no Orochi. What is it, 8-headed serpent, or was it 9? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 8. No, it's probably 9. I don't know. I can only see 8 on this image. Anyway, cards played on this site are sent to the altar if their power is less than the current turn. So, the current turn is 1, that could go up to 6. Okay, that's kind of an issue if we play a bunch of small cards. Tartarus, cards with power effects are negated here. Cool. Power effects are not what Brynhild has. So Brynhild summons the Norse card with the highest power from your hand. So that's summon. This, though, the Sacred Monk, gains 4 power. That's a power effect. Speaking of, you're probably worth playing there. And the card with the highest base power loses its effect. Base power being, I think, this, excluding any that it's gained from effects. Okay, so I definitely think I want to play the Sacred Monk in the middle here, because it will have 7 power. For now, let's put Hermes over on the left. And now that we've got 2, we can play the Sacred Monk. And let's put the Golden Laurel here. Or not. Oh, I'm out of mana, of course. Hera. Other cards on this site gain 2 power. I think that's also a power effect. So let's just put her there. But both of them are blocked because they share the same power level. That's annoying. Spear of Achilles cancels that out. So that's a cleared zone now. And we need, what, 7 power here? This would be 3. Let's play Hachiman there. Oh, you're super fucking dead though, aren't you? Because you're... Next turn you'll have less than 4 power. And I've got no mana. Yeah, and this doesn't stop working if it is conquered. Well, there's Zeus. Do I actually have Family, Strength, or Thunder cards in play? I've got 1 Strength, 1 Family. So you would be gaining, and one of you is Greek, so you would be gaining 5 extra power. Well, I can't play Zeus anyway, because I've only got 2 mana and he costs 6. Oh! No, because I've conquered... Okay, Hachiman's still here, so because I've conquered this, it has stopped taking effect. Okay. Let's see. I need 1 extra mana to be able to play Zeus, so I can do that. Oh. Okay, his power effect was negated, but he won anyway because he had 8 power. Cool. The next boss is going to be Fafnir, the Worm of Greed. And we get to choose a new buff. Gain 1 extra turn to play, but no extra mana. So I believe that means we would still be capped at 6. Gain 2 mana for each site cleared. Or receive 10 money immediately. Let's gain more mana. Okay, if this site is empty at the start of turn 5, receive 3 mana, so we kind of want to nuke this at the end. Whenever a card is played here, randomly increase or decrease its power by 2. And effects from blessing cards are negated here. We don't actually have any blessing cards right now. So... I'm going to start with the Onmyoji on the right. Then the Sacred Monk in the middle. It looks like they unfortunately lost 2 power. That's sad. Oh well. Next turn. Okay. Brynhilde can pull out the Berserker. So that's a total of 8 power that'll go out with that one play. Let's put the Spear of Achilles over here and... dog here, sure. Next turn. Priestess there. It is not yet turn 5. I do really need to draw more cards. Zeus, get out of here. Wait, why did I do that? That was already cleared. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh well. It's turn 5, so I've gained a bunch of mana. Brynhild pulls the Berserker with her. Hermes, you will gain your buff because everything here is small. And Hera should be enough to tip the balance. Full clear. Hell yeah. On the last turn as well. Fountain of Spirits. Cards with 3 mana cost or lower. Greek Pantheon. All Pantheons. Let's go for low costs. So there is Amaterasu. Reduces the threshold by 4 if another light aspect card is on this site. 5 powered by default as well. 3 mana. Amaterasu's pretty fucking based. An Olive Branch. 2 power, 1 mana cost, Greek artifact, trash. I'm going to buy Amaterasu. I'm going to buy a duplicate of Hermes. We've got 27 money. Let's reroll. Duplicate of the Shinto Priest. Is that worth it? So, for this to actually be worth anything, I would have to bring them to level 3. So I'd have to get 3 duplicates, so that their mana cost would go down by 1. I don't think this is actually worth it. What's this? Onibi. Onibi? It's a Japanese blessing. It's got 1 power, costs 2 mana. Ongoing effect. Reduces threshold by 2 for each death or fire aspect card on this site. I don't think I've got much in the way of death and fire. Not looking like it. Oh, the Shinto Priestess doesn't stay on the site, so being death aspect doesn't matter. Yeah, no, we don't really have any death or fire. We could buff up the Sacred Guardian. We do have a second Japanese deity now. Sure, let's do it. And let's reroll again. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, let's buff up the Sacred Guardian again. And buff up do we want to buff up Hachiman more? Eventually, we're going to want to get rid of cards. But screw it. We'll do it. That'll do. We don't really care about Gungnir. It is Thunder Element, though. So it being Thunder could buff Zeus by 2. It's also a 6 power card. It's pretty fucking good. Costs 8, so I would have to sell something. Honestly, let's just sell this Berserker and buy Gungnir. Now, Brynhild can pull Gungnir with her. Like, she'll just take any Norse card at all. So, she can pull Gungnir. If it's in my hand. Let's see. If the side is full, the power of all cards here is halved. Cards cannot be played here until turn 4. Only 1 card can be played here per turn. Okay. Let's start with Hera in Niflheim. And then... let's put the... let's put the Sacred Guardian in Niflheim, and sleep well, Mel. I'm actually going to sacrifice the Golden Laurel, stupid as that seems, so that I can play Amaterasu on Delphi. Now, this may seem like a very stupid idea, and it probably is. It probably really is. Let's see. Shinto Priestess, let's put them over here. Buff up Amaterasu even more. Because they cease to be here, it doesn't trigger Amaterasu's effect, unfortunately. Let's put the Spear of Achilles over here. That's cleared. There's Brynhild. Do I just play her without Gungnir? I think so. If I put her here, that's cleared, and then I just need 6 mana to be able to play Zeus, which I can sacrifice Achilles to be able to do, and that's a full clear. And we could go for low costs again. Greek, low costs, or Norse. I've sort of ditched the idea of Norse, I think. I've got a fair bit of Greek, but also a fair bit of Japanese. Let's just go low cost. We could upgrade the Spear of Achilles. We could get Tyr, who has no effect, but does have 7 power, but he's what the fuck? He's a large character for 7 power with no special effect and still costs 3. This is a small character with 7 power that costs 3 and a bonus effect that can reduce the threshold by 4, creating a functional power of 9. Why would I want Tyr? I don't think I want a duplicate of the Spear of Achilles either. It's one of the ones that I'm considering ditching. Let's give a reroll. There is Yokai Samurai. Medium 5 power for 2. I could buff up the Sacred Monk, so it's got 1 extra power. If I could get that buffed again, like if I can get the Sacred Monk buffed twice, its sacrifice value goes up to 4. Which is pretty badass. Also, this Sacred Guardian is now level 3 and costs 0 to play. I'm going to buff up the Sacred Monk. Hope that I can get another duplicate of it. And here's Fafnir. As a comment, the bar along the middle here is how many actual encounters we have. So, like, we have the start, combat, shop, boss. So, Fafnir, at the start of each turn, all cards on this site gain 1 power. Any card that exceeds 8 power after this effect is applied is sent to the altar, if this zone hasn't been cleared. Huh. Okay. Okay, so here's a thought. If you're brought up to 7 power, and then I put you in, you would have 8 power. That would be 15. This would then bring it to, well, you would be 8 instead. That then leaves the Sacred Guardian free to go elsewhere. Yeah. And then I just have to play one other thing to actually clear the place. And then each time you play here, another random card here loses 1 power. The card with the highest base power loses its effect. Okay. Well, I've got no mana this turn. There's Brynhild. Do I want to play the Sacred Monk, or do I want to sacrifice it? I think I want to sacrifice the Sacred Monk for, like, Zeus or something. Let's put the Spear of Achilles in here. And the Sacred Guardian, I believe. So this will add 8. Yeah, so that'll clear this. We've now got 3 mana, huh? Let's just shuffle Brynhild. On Myoji's not great. Power for each artifact. I'm probably going to shuffle them later. There's Gungnir. Shuffle the Onmyoji. There's Amaterasu. Slap Amaterasu there. Let's see. We've got no good light cards right now. I can just play Gungnir though. If I sacrifice you and pop Gungnir over there. And then Shinto Priestess clears that. Might as well play Hermes here, I guess. Other cards gain 2 power. Wait. What? Huh? What? Huh? The card with the highest base power loses its effect. You're 3. No. You're 2 because I've buffed you once. Oh, that sucks. Well, we're still close, but we don't win that one. Oh well. We cleared the main one, so we still succeed the battle. Medusa, the Mortal Gorgon. Gain 1 power for all cards but lose 1 turn. Increase max deck card swaps per turn by 1, so I can shuffle cards twice per turn. 30% chance to increase a card's sacrifice mana by 1. Let's get an extra shuffle per turn. Or mulligan, rather. Only cards can be played here that share at least 1 matching aspect. Okay, so for example, Onmyoji has Light and Wisdom. Sacred Guardian has Chaos and War. They cannot both go in there. However, Hachiman has Strength and War. Sacred Guardian has Chaos and War. They can both go there. Effects from Blessing cards are negated here, doesn't matter. Effects from Deity cards are negated here, kind of matters. I'm just going to insta-nuke that one on the left, which nets me 2 mana, which then means I can do that. And I insta-nuked the middle one, so I would have had another 2 mana if I was smart. Oh well. Next turn. Yep, that's a full clear real quick. You know what? Let's go for Do I go for more low costs? Honestly, maybe I do. Let's go Japanese. Hey, there's a Max Hachiman. We could upgrade the Onmyoji. I don't really want to get rid of Onmyoji right now because they're really the only one I can pair with Amaterasu. But are they worth upgrading? Probably not. So let's re-roll. Can upgrade the Sacred Monk. So they're now sacrificing for 4 mana. And we can... There's Raijin, Japanese deity. Again, they're large with 8 power, cost 4 mana, and no effect. Not very appealing to me. Reroll. Izanagi. Japanese deity. On play, receive 2 mana per unique deity, follower, artifact, and blessing in play. This is negated if Izanami is in play. And there's Tamaguchi, which is just a 2 power 1 mana artifact. Let's do another reroll. And there's still nothing really good. So, I guess I could have gone for a duplicate of Sacred Monk to bring it to max, make it only cost 1. But I'm probably just going to be sacrificing it more often than not. Cards here played here cost 1 additional mana. On play, card effects are negated here. Only 1 card can be played here per turn. Okay. So this is kind of rough, huh? If I sacrifice the Sacred Monk, I'll have 5 mana. I can then get Amaterasu out in the zone where things cost more. Sure. And I've got 1 mana left. I can get the Sacred Guardian out, which just clears that. Leaves me with 2 mana. Let's put Hera into the Niflheim. This is an ongoing effect. I cannot afford anything right now, huh? I still can't really afford anything. But... next turn. Well, next turn do I have... Okay, I've got 3. Oh, that's an on-play effect. Fuck. I was stupid. I was thinking of using Brynhilde to pull out Gungnir as well. However, even if I do that, I don't think I will gain any effect, because Gungnir would not... No, Gungnir would fit on the right side. Okay, so if I do this... There we go, I've got 2 mana left, so I can slap Hermes onto the middle. Let's shuffle. This would give 3. That brings us to 9, and then I would... no. 6. That works. And screw it, let's go for more Japanese. So there is Ame no Habakiri, which is just a pretty solid stats weapon. It is Thunder Element, so if I ever have Zeus out, it would improve Zeus. Fuck it, I'm going to bring the Sacred Monk to max, so that if I want to play them I can pretty easily. This has decent stats, I will take it. And I'm gonna, for deck thinning, I'm just going to get rid of this spear. Is there anything else I want to get rid of right now? I could get rid of the golden laurel, but it can still be good. Yeah, let's just move on. Here's Medusa. The last played card is disabled here, losing its power and effect. Okay. Okay. Only small cards can be played here. Well, I guess I'll put Hermes over here because he loves that effect. And let's just see the next turn. So, the last card played here. Well, you would have 10 power. I would need another 8 there, huh? If... this really just isn't enough. I guess I'll put you here. Oh, you don't gain the 4 because it blocks you before your on-play effect triggers. That sucks. That's going to be a real rough spot. It's going to be a really rough spot, actually. Oh, I guess for now, let's just pop Amaterasu over here. And dog as well. That's cleared, excellent. Slap Brynhild over here. So I need 12 power going against Medusa. Would you even work? I think you'd get blocked before your on-play effect triggers. So I'd wind up with just just these two, which wouldn't be enough. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked. Other cards on this site? No. Yeah, I lose. I lose because I just couldn't deal with Medusa, because I played the stupid fucking monk. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. So, when a round ends... Oh, fuck off! We gain experience. I gained 243 experience out of 250. That fucking sucks! Oh, fucking rude. I guess I'll still explain this. When you gain enough experience to level up, you reveal a new card here. This is not a new card you cannot have seen before, but a new card for you to choose to start with. Anyway, let's do another run. Cronus the Eternal Tyrant. If a side is not full all cards they gain a power, receive 20% extra experience at the end of the run, 10% chance to increase a card's power by 1 when played. All of these kind of fucking suck. Let's take the Radiance. It's all trash. All trash. Cards with power effects are negated here. Ongoing effects are negated. If the side is full, power is halved. Okay, let's just slap the Golden Laurel out to start with, and then Sacred Monk in the middle. Let's sacrifice the Berserker to play Hermes on the right. And then you will give 4 power here, so that's good enough there. That is a power effect, so you're worthless on the left. Let's put you there. That's an ongoing effect, so it's not even going to trigger. These two are not effects, so they're kind of still good. Yeah, sure, let's put Hachiman and the Spear over on the left. Hera is enough to clear that. And then the dog can clear the middle. Okay. This time we actually got a clear. And let's just go all Pantheons to start with. Eusebia. Greek Blessing, 1 power, 1 mana cost. Sacrifices for 3 mana though. These all kind of suck. Reroll. Could get a duplicate of Hermes, sure. I need something. I don't really want a duplicate of the Berserker because they're trash. Only 1 deity, 1 follower, 1 artifact, and 1 blessing can be played here. Cool. You would have 7 power, you would bring us to 10, and then I guess the Golden Laurel would do the rest? Or the dog? No, I can't play the dog, I've already played a follower. Okay, so the Golden Laurel does the rest there. And then let's just keep... I don't think I've got any other artifacts. Dog is kind of worthless. Sacrifice dog to play Berserker, sure. Surprise, surprise, we didn't clear all of them this time. Let's... We kind of ignored Norse last time. Let's have a look at it this time. So there is Gjallarhorn. On play, draw a random Norse card from the deck to your hand. Huh. Okay, that's draw, which is real good. There is Fenrir. On play, discard the hand card with the highest power and gain power equal to it. Okay. And Einarjar. Ongoing gains 2 power for each card in the altar. I'm just going to take all of these. Yeah. And probably ditch Spear of Achilles. Thin my deck a little. Cards can only be played here on uneven turns. Oof. Okay. So, if I play you... I'm going to have to sacrifice a lot of things for the Einarjar to be worthwhile. Effects from artifact cards are unnegated here. On play effects are negated here. What the fuck? That's rude. Let's sack the dog to be able to play the Gjallarhorn, which does give me Fenrir. And I can't sacrifice anything else, but I can redraw, so let's redraw with the Onmyoji. Okay. Now, Fenrir is an on-play effect, so I'm going to want him over on the right side. Let's sack Hachiman so that I can play Fenrir, which will also discard another card so that the Ainayar gains even more power. Put Hera on the left, on the right rather. I should have played her in the middle actually, fuck. That would have been useful there. Redraw with Hermes. Shinto Priestess. Give more power to the middle, please. Golden Laurel. Can't be played there because it's an even turn. Okay. I will hold that to be played on the middle though. There we go, that's cleared. And then... hold the Sacred Monk for a turn. Redraw using the Onmyoji. Oh, this is... okay, you go there then. That's two cleared, it's good enough. Okay, it's Medusa again. Oh god. Receive 1 extra favor when clearing a site. 10% chance to refund mana cost when played. Site restriction effects are ignored for turn 1. Other effects still apply. I'll take silence. Okay. So... let's start by sacking the Sacred Monk. That gives me 3 mana. Which... okay. If Fenrir eats either Hachiman or the Berserker, it's fine for me. So if I play Hermes... in the... sure, in the middle. I can now play Fenrir on the left. Or in the middle, I guess. Sure, in the middle. It's not quite enough. We've retained Hachiman, that's fine. In fact, Hachiman can go in the middle to... fuck, the side is now full, so it's halving the power there. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot, and I cannot read, and I'm a useless fucking idiot. I can't play the Shinto Priestess there either, because it's full. Can I draw anything useful? No, not really. It's now turn 4. Let's put Hera on the left. Put Shinto Priestess on the left. Let's put the Galahorn on the right. This is power effects, so you will need to go on the left as well. I'm going to lose here. I objectively lose because I physically cannot fucking win this. Yeah. Because I fucked up and filled up the middle zone, I just objectively lose. However, I have ascended to level 1, unveiling new cards and the Sanctum to refine your strategy for victory. These cards will also join your collection. Ares, Ainayar, Onibi. And we've also unlocked Theseus, who is a medium-sized basic bitch who has fairly high power. Well, oh, I shouldn't have hit restart there. I should have gone back to the menu. Ah, well. In fact, can I still do that? Back to menu. The Sanctum. Welcome to the Sanctum. At the top, you'll find all the cards currently available to you. New cards will unveil themselves as you ascend through the trials. Drop cards into your deck below to shape your strategy. Use the sort option to seek the right cards and perfect your synergy. But be mindful, your deck must hold exactly 10 cards. Choose wisely, and may fate be with you. So, I can now do some actual planning with my starting deck. Like, why would I ever want this as a starting card? Like, I do not have any Death or Fire as my starting cards. So, Onibi as a starting card is trash. Absolutely worthless. What I might do, if I ditch the Berserker, I can bring... Ooh. I could bring the Ainaya or Ares. All war aspect cards on this site gain 3 power. The Berserker is war aspect. I'll take Ares. Spear of Achilles is not war aspect. The Sacred Guardian is, but I wouldn't have any Japanese deity in there with them. Wait, no. Hachiman is war aspect. And that's 4 spaces, so that's Ares potential maxed out. And then... Honestly, if I ditch the Spear of Ares, or Achilles rather, I'm going to bring the Ainaya. 3 large or medium things is too much. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. Start. And here's Fafnir. Okay, so 10% chance to refund mana cost. Worthless. It's 10%. RNG will never like me. Receive 5 extra experience when clearing all sites. Worthless. That's meta progression only. 30% chance to increase a card's sacrifice mana by 1. Worthless. RNG hates me. I guess I'll take the glory. Let's put this... can't afford the Sacred Monk yet. Let's put the Onmyoji in the left. Sacred Monk in the middle. Shinto Priestess in the middle. Should clear it, yes. And then the Golden Laurel on the left. The Spear of Achilles on the left will clear that as well, and I can get Ares on the right. Sacrifice Hera to get the Sacred Guardian on the right. Ares is an on-play effect. Okay. I'm glad I realized that now. Okay, so Ares is an on-play effect. We want to play Ares last. The Golden Apple. On play, draw a random beauty aspect card from your deck to your hand. I think... Yeah, so Hera is a beauty aspect. I don't think anything else is. Yeah. Let's upgrade the Spear and Hermes. And just move on. Effects of deities are negated, only small cards on the left, and cannot be played in the middle until turn 4. Okay. So, let's put the Onmyoji on the left. Can't place them there. So I'm going to place the dog and Hachiman in the middle, and throw Ares in with them. So you go there, and You go there. Hera is now worthless, because her effect would be negated on the right side. Hermes is also pretty worthless. Ares is good. So, if we go Archieman, Dog, sacrifice the Sacred Monk so that I can play Ares on the middle. And then sure, I guess I'll play cards I have on the right even though they won't win. Let's go for the Nexus of Origins. Golden Laurel? I can make it 3, so that is pretty good. Then reroll Archieman. I wish I could get that Mead of Poets. Okay, at the start of each turn, all cards on this site gain 1 power. Any that exceed 8 power after this effect are sent to the altar if this zone hasn't been cleared. Okay. Okay. Start by putting Dog out. This needs to be cleared pretty fucking quick as well. Hermes. Over there. Spear. Finish clearing that. On Myoji, redraw things for me. I would very much like... I can't play anything there because it would cost more. Okay, so wait, there we go, there's Hachiman, and there's Ares for the clear on that. Golden Laurel here, and that's a full clear. Okay. Now we're up against Hell, the ruler of the underworld. Okay. 1 extra turn could be pretty fucking awesome. Gain 1 power for all cards but lose 1 turn. No, Kronos. Wisdom or Light in the middle, I don't think I can do enough there. So I can get 7, 8. I don't think I've got anything else that is Wisdom or Light. Only small cards can be played here. Oh no, you're Light. Okay, I do have enough to be able to actually clear the middle. So I'll start with the Onmyoji. And then the Sacred Monk. And then the Shinto Priestess. There we go. We clear the middle. Now, on the right, let's slap in Hermes. It's not turn 5 yet, so we don't want to put anything in the left zone. Redraw, hoping for Dog, yes. Hit turn 5. Slap our War Trio in the left. Okay. Okay. Cards that cost 4 or higher, Greek Pantheon, all Pantheons. All. Izanagi. The issue with Izanagi is that he gives me mana. So he's a 9 power large card. He costs 6, but if I've played at least 3 unique cards, or is... But cards fuse when you get duplicates, so you can't... Is it specifically like 1 deity, 1 follower, 1 artifact, 1 blessing? Because if that's the case, Izanagi kinda fucking sucks. Raijin is even worse, to be fair. Yeah, all of these suck. Reroll. Could get more dog. Aphrodite's Favor. On play, receive 1 mana for each other card in play. Gift of Aeolus. Other cards on this site return to your hand, refunding their mana costs. Ah. I wonder if I used that to return the Sacred Monk to my hand, would it retain the 4 power it's gained? And would it then, like, gain another 4 power if I played it again? Kind of worth testing. I'll also get a dupe for the dog, and Aphrodite's Favor seems kind of good. Okay. On-play effects negated here, 1 card here per turn. Let's slap the dog on the left. Hermes can go to the right. As well as the Golden Laurel. That clears the right side. Redraw with the spear. More redraws. Sacred Monk in the middle. Okay, let's test this. So you currently have 7. If I sacrifice the Shinto Priestess, I can now play the Gift of Aeolus here, and the Sacred Monk still has 7. And I've gained 2 mana, because it refunded his cost. So I can play him again, and he gains another 4. That's a wombo combo and a half. Let's see. You would be adding 7 power in here. There we go. Oh, only 1 card can be played there per turn. Okay. Victory! Cheap cards. Oh, Sleipnir. Not a great card. Not amazing. Do I want to upgrade the spear more? Not particularly. Terror's worth upgrading. It's like this. The spear is probably my next thing to ditch. And then the Onmyoji. There's more Hachiman. More power to Hachiman. Sacred Monk duplicate. Then just sit on the rest of my money. Okay, so we've got Tsukuyomi's Passage, where only medium cards can be played. That's kinda rough. Yggdrasil, where 1 of each type can be played. That should be fine. And Hell. Whenever a card is played here, all cards here lose 1 power. If a card's power reaches 0, it is sent to the altar. Okay. Okay. I think my War Trio can still meet this 17 power cost. So I'm going to start working on that. It's Ares. Let's send Hera to the left. We'll use the Golden Laurel as the artifact for the left. Hachiman in the middle. Sacrifice the Spear of Achilles to put Ares in the middle. Okay. That was successful. We've cleared the middle. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have the medium cards needed to clear the right side. Yeah, no. No. I don't have any other medium cards, I think. Unfortunate. Well. We cleared 2 and the boss. That's good enough. Tamama no Mai, the Nine-Tailed Demon. Increase max card sacrifices per turn by 1. 20% extra experience at the end of the run. 10% chance to increase a card's power by 1 when played. None of these seem great to me. I'll take the extra experience because it's something, at least. Cards can only be played here until turn 4. Oof. Only medium cards can be played here. Okay. So I straight up cannot clear the middle zone. Only cards with wisdom or light aspects can be played here. Oh god, this is going to be rough. I can't even play the Gift of Aeolus in the middle to buff the Sacred Monk and then play him somewhere else. Motivated to try for yourself, hell yeah! This is the powerful effect of me being useless at games. Let's see. Aphrodite's Favor can go on the right there. Spear of Achilles... Oh, I've got no mana right now. It's turn 3. If I slap Hachiman and Ares... I need 1 more power. So let's sack the spear to slap Ares on the left. Okay, now Aphrodite's Favor can still go in the right. I should really be using my redraws. Don't have to play Aphrodite's Favor. I think I may just lose here. I think I lose. Because I don't have 7 more power that I can gain. Oh, hang on. This gives me 4. But I don't have an artifact here, so you're only worth 1. And I don't have a wisdom or light artifact. I've used everything at my disposal and do not have enough to win this. Well, that sucks. I literally did not have the cards. I could have. If I'd used the Sacred Monk and Ares in the middle, they would have been just enough to win. And I would have been able to use something else in the left. That fucking sucks. Well, I've reached level 2. I can start with the Mead of Poetry. 4 mana cost, ongoing effect, cards require 1 less mana to play. And it's got 3 power. That's pretty fucking good. In fact, I think I'd ditch the Spear of Achilles for that. Anyway, it's 5 o'clock. It's time to end the stream. So, if you have enjoyed, I have a Discord channel where I make my Let's try that again. I have a Discord channel where I make my announcements when I'm going live, what I'm planning to play, or if something is going to keep me from going live. I also have a YouTube channel. Twitch keeps my VODs for about 2 weeks. After that, they are only available on YouTube. So if you want to go back and find anything older, that's where you'll have to go. Typically, I will have my VODs uploaded to YouTube the same day or the day after the stream itself, so it shouldn't take too long for it to be there, so long as I don't screw anything up on my end. So, with that said, yeah, nobody else is streaming Pantheion, so let's just end the stream here. No raid. Thank you very much for being with me today. Have a good one.